All right, Red Faction. We got another this week at Bungie today. There's been a lot of discussion um, very recently with um, some of the changes they've been making and implementing, and one of those changes includes the change they made to Iron Banner for this week. As you guys know, it was the tribute mode, which in essence is a fun game mode. The problem I have with it though is the matchmaking for it is very not friendly to the solo player. Um, I have like none of these here, so exit out of that. Sorry, a pop up came up on my computer, but the modes are fun. The maps don't play well for tribute. What the thing I don't like about tribute is one, the constant relocation of where you have to deposit. It shouldn't be based upon like, like let's say you go to what's that map? Wormhaven, right? The spawns there aren't all that good for that map. Um there should be two spawns for it. If you're gonna do you're gonna have one in your spawn, one in the opponent's spawn. Because if you do a spawn flip and you collect all those, you should be able to just deposit without having to worry about it running away. Um, this is just all my opinion, by the way. I don't know how others feel about it. Um, but that's just me. So take it or leave it. Um, or it should be if it's not in like the path respawn, it should pop up, kind of on the one of the walkways. Not have it spawn on a random kiosk where you're trying to deposit it and use that thing as a cover. You can't because you can't bank it in a spot. It doesn't have like a good banking like setup, and you would think, with the drifter being there and there being an actual Gambit bank moat there, that Kaido would be like, oh, because you gotta think they've been like they should know about this. Like Ikora knows about it, Zavala knows about it. Zavala should be like, well, why don't you do this? Instead of this one little small little like cabal fucking legion thing, it should just be like with an actual bank system. It's smaller, of course, because they like their things small, even though they're massive. Um, where you actually bank it, and that's where you have to bank it, not where you can like you have to stand on just like this one side pillar, and like that's where you have to do it. And the whole time is so dumb. Like in Gambit, like yeah, there's an issue, but I feel like trying to deposit those crests in Tribute are way too freaking long. It's like trying to capture like something for Countdown. Like Countdown, I like Countdown. I think it's a good 3v3 mode. I don't think it's a good competitive mode. Same as how I like Supremacy, but I think Tribute is very very unforgiving. And it also doesn't help with how the guns play right now. The gunplay feels so inconsistent. The servers feel inconsistent. Um, and if I'm in sixes, I should have an MMR for sixes. In threes, I should have an MMR for threes. Not, well, here's your whatever. Deal with it. Tough shit. But that's that opinion. But let's get into the dawning because this is what we're here for. This week, this week at Bungie, we're feeling festive, and it's that time of the year again. The dawning is right around the corner, so pull out those oven mitts, prep the oven, and get ready to bake the tastiest treats, Guardian. Let's jump into it. So they're going to be talking about the dawning, stuff for baking, updates, Fireteam Finder, and Warlords Ruin Bungie rewards. As you guys know, real late last night over on Purple, I was doing tribute, which is why I talked about it. First things first. Gotta discuss that. Um, then we did some competitive, and then we went back to we played a little bit of Fortnite, and then we went back to Destiny to do some Warlord's Ruin, which either Sunday night or Monday night we're gonna try to get to beating the boss. We got a good damage phase. We got to like about halfway, and then you know things happened. But Eva Levante is back. So for baking cookies, gather ingredients and donning essence by defeating enemies and completing various activities and bounties. Once you have enough ingredients, you can combine them in Eva Levante's oven 2.1 to create yummy treats like galgo doodles, classic butter cookies, and more. Ava's Holiday Oven 2.1 can be located in your Quest tab and is acquired from Ava Levante. You can gift these treats to characters across the system in exchange for rewards. Purchase the variety of upgrades using Donning Spirit, which you can get by completing event card challenges, activating boons of friendship, and delivering baked treats. Upgrades will last for the duration of the event and provide bonus event rewards, the ability to earn Donning weapons with additional perks from Ava, increased power and utility for your stasis snowballs, and weapon focusing for targeted weapon drops. Stasis snowballs. This year, we updated the way snowballs spawn. Eliminations using Donning weapons or abilities will create a snowball spawn point where the enemy was defeated. The new Donning Memento, which literally just looks like there's just a normal shader. Hopefully it's better than the one from Festival of the Lost. Oh look, another glaive. Included below is a roundup of the noble weapon perks that will appear on this year's Donning weapons, and we updated all the existing Donning weapons with new perks too. They can now roll with Deconstruct, Attrition Orbs, Cold Steel, where powered sword hits will slow targets, so for the Zephyr, basically. Beacon Rounds, final blows with this weapon grant your projectiles tracking, blah 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 blah. That's for the glaive. The Donning Surprise is a new origin trait. Rapidly defeating targets awards a Donning gift. Defeating powerful targets count as more than one. Keep an eye out for Zephyr, the only stasis sword for now, with the Cold Steel trait. Note that damage bonus from Deconstruct stacks with the Hake Breach Elements origin trait that you select on the Albedo wing. This alongside the Donning Surprise origin trait that appears on all Donning weapons. Oh look, a beanie. I'm already getting a beanie from my friend Sarah, which you guys should definitely get some Sarah merch. Because I see beanie in my first thought. I don't want a bag. I already have some. Beanie, I got more than enough. I think I have like 5 beanies. I'm about to have 6 now. The Donning Bake Off. This year we want to do something extra special outside the game. Welcome to the Great Donning Bake Off. We want Guardians everywhere to make their best desserts and share them with the community through pictures and videos, so the spirit of the Donning reaches every corner. You can go all in and make your own version of the Donning cookies with a little help from Eva Levante, or you can try something different. A Vex Tres Leches cake, some tasty scones inspired by the scorn. No, the scorn. No, get the hell out of here. Gingerbread Cabal, a dessert that's unique to the region you live in. As long as you take inspiration from the Donning, Season the Wish, or Destiny 2 will love it. Blow our minds with your culinary skills. There's only 1 week to make your best dessert starting today. Winners will be chosen using the Donning Bake Off hashtag. Their creations will be featured in probably next week's TWAB. And they'll be awarded Art or Movie of the Week emblem as a special Draconis Techochroma emblem. Don't forget to include your Bungie ID in your submission so we can find you. With the launch of Season of the Wish, we got a lot of feedback and discussion, and that we've shared our thoughts on. Here are the highlights of each topic. Blind Well. One of our goals is to make sure players know that from the start there's increased difficulty and new loot from the activity. It's not an activity that players will have to do every week, but they won't need to return to the Blind Well until week 6. We have 1 seasonal challenge tied to the Blind Well later in the season, and 1 heroic Blind Well completion requirement for the seal. Revan's Lair and Coil. Our goal was for the loot to be front and center, especially for players who go for the platinum score. As this is only week 1, just a reminder that different paths through the Coil will be rotating each week. You know, it's the second week. From our early observations, the Shard economy is too unforgiving, and the team is looking forward to improve this. Right. PvP updates. Control will be available as a selectable mode while Checkmate control is active. We have no plans to turn Checkmate on across all Crucible. Instead, we're aiming in the midway path through. This is kind of stuff they've already talked about, I feel like. The new Rocket Sidearm should give a more opportunity to counteract barrier champions with the seasonal artifact. Fire Team Finder. Vault from Orbit. Orb cooldown changes. We're monitoring feedback around orb generation cooldowns and have a change going with the next update currently targeted for next week. Equipping multiple copies of armor mods, heavy-handed, firepower, and Reaper now decrease their orb creation cooldowns. Focusing cost changes. We are reducing the focusing cost for ritual vendors in next week's update. All Crucible, Gambit, Vanguard, Legacy focusing will now cost 3. Unobtained Nightfall weapons will still cost 5. Unobtained Nightfall weapons. So if I get 5 Vanguard engrams, and I happen to have, 10 frickin' Nightfall ciphers, I can get an unobtained Nightfall weapon, or just use 5 engrams. What is it? Fire, whatever. Yeah, that. Player support, update, known issues. Wow. We get 2 mentions of Gambit in this week's TWAB. Oh my god, Gambit's saved. No, it's not. The Gambit Legacy Armor chest piece costs Legendary Shards instead of Glimmer. That's the only fucking thing they mentioned about it, and it makes me fucking annoyed. Titan Way of Life. Some movies and art. Yeah, cool. Whatever. Don't really care. All I'm gonna say is, this is just another TWAB to whatever. I mean, I think the only good thing from this TWAB was, like, this. Use a downing weapon or your abilities. You create a snowball at the spawn point where the enemies are defeated. That's it. Okay. Well then. I think I'm going to end this. I'm going to get this video up onto the YouTube. Red Faction, I will see you for next week. Next week's Twid Rid. I might do some of my Titan. I think by the time week was it week 4 or week 5 comes around, I'll start doing my Titan stuff like I did with my Hunter last season for the and then eventually we'll do the Hunter there as well. Just because I want to get other stuff done first. But Sunday, I will be live on Purple. We'll probably do Iron Banner. If not, I might make it like a Fortnite night until I have to go to a birthday party. Stop by for a little bit. If I can leave early enough from it, I will be live, and we'll probably do something. I don't know. Might do Destiny, might do Fortnite, might do Genshin. I don't know. But with that being said, That being said, Red Faction, I will see you then. I hope you guys have a great time. Enjoy your weekend. Get ready to bake. And get ready to get hit by snowballs. Because we know that's going to happen. See y'all later.